Um, so all that, I mean, would you say it's overall good experience though? You think would you recommend people to first sit down and discuss what they should plan out or how they should plan out? Any
I mean, I guess I like that. So I think it all depends on kind of like your family dynamics
right?
and what you have going on and how busy your lives are.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty busy. I'm pretty busy.
Right. So what are your goals this year? Like hunting wise, or what do you want
Um,
me your goals for me or
I can't make
for
goals for you.
I mean like family
For
wise. I know we made a decision that I'm going to have like a year where I'm going to be kind of I wouldn't say all over the place like this last year, but a little bit more hunting, whether it be I go hunt elk or something like that, but not like out of state controlled hunt and then hunting a lot, not like that. It's going to be like one thing or the other, and then the next year, like say this year, I'll be just staying at home, just going on days off, and stuff like that. I feel like that. I felt like that was a pretty good plan. It's like year on, year off of like doing one thing that's either out of state or an elk hunt or something like that. Because I know we have elk in Oklahoma, and eventually I was planning on doing that probably next year, do something like that, and eventually we'll put in for a hunt with us together. To get away from the kids. Got to plan those times.
gives me anxiety.
It gives you anxiety.
um,
What are your personal goals?
I think I would just like to get some more hunting time in. It's hard when
Mm-hmm.
you have someone when you have a child that you've got to watch their baby monitor still. So
Yeah, yeah. Um, I would say my goal, what I would like to do, because I'm still trying to set you up for a kill. Not saying we didn't kill anything, but could have, or you could have. Not even know, but
I shot it.
you did shoot
It
it.
went through.
So, moral of the story, or the short story is, shot at a doe, tracked it through the woods, got to the property line, and we stopped there. It was at night. We didn't want to go through the neighbor's property. We
It's
it,
Oklahoma and
we
everybody
probably spent what 45 minutes to get what a hundred
just
a
to
hundred yards just to
just
stop at a
to
property line, and
get to
then
the property line.
yeah, and then I had to go next morning before I went to work.
That doesn't count like the time it took for us to find our way back out
Oh
because
yeah,
it's so dark.
yeah. We probably spent an hour and a half
Oh
trying
my
to get in and
god.
track it
Trees
to the tree
were
line and back.
sticking to my hair.
It's a
That's
mess.
awful. No
So
flashlights.
yeah, yeah. It was a
Except for
learning
our
learning
phone.
learning experience of how hard it is to blood track a deer. But there's a lot of blood, and we get to the property line, and the next morning I knock on the neighbor's door. I'm like, "Hey, can I try to find this deer that my wife shot?" And like, "Oh yeah, yeah." And I probably walk out in the field, like it was an open field that it ran into. I saw the blood trail, and nothing. It was probably like
Yeah.
120 to 200 plus 200 ish. Um, well, with yards of just open field diameter, and I'm looking around like that deer's gone, and I wasn't gonna walk any further and try to knock on another neighbor's door because they're never there in the morning, and so I'm like I'm not even gonna try, because the meat would be spoiled, and you had to go to work. I had to drop off our son, and by the time I get back from doing all that, and then I had to go shopping, all this other stuff, it it would have been spoiled anyway. And we have tons of coyotes. The coyotes ate it. Guarantee that if or I could have swore I saw it this at the end of the season when I tried to get a bug. Um, Pretty sure I saw it. I saw one where it had a patch where you shot it. I mean, it was up pretty high. It's probably just below the spine or right above it. But never know. Either way, we tried. Um, but my goal is to set you up. We're setting up food plots now, so and I cut down a bunch of trees that way, and I already put not cell cameras, but game cameras up, and I'm already seeing just from the disturbance of the dirt, the land. There's already a lot of deer, so set you up, get at least two or three for you.
Well, and I think we decided that I'm gonna hunt from a tree instead of a blind.
Yeah, a
Easier.
blind just you put up a blind, you're just kind of sitting there, and if you throw it out the day before, they're always sketchy. I mean, I I hate throwing on the bus, but the blind part out in the out in the open is not the best idea, especially all that movement we do.
Well, it's when you tell me not to move, I can't help but get itchy all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden you just got like there's a difference between just let the bugs bite you and okay.
Because I just can't do. I can't do
So I am staying still. Flick your hair. Like okay,
it.
okay. But we'll try from a tree. You can get away with a lot more from a tree, especially when you have a lot of coverage at the early season. It's the main thing. You also can't handle much cold. So
Well,
yeah,
old.
you're not old.
I've had circulation.
But I get it. You know, like beyond the cold, that's why we're doing focus on early season for you. Is the main goal for me. Get you your deer early. Then we do a youth season, and then